Hey, so I'm not wearing makeup because I don't want to, so don't judge me. Thanks. Alright, what's up guys? It's Irlane and I'm coming at you with a new video. Sorry I missed last week. Last week was like really busy. The second week of school was when I got all my work. You know me, just little high school junior things. And speaking of school, for today's video, I'm going to be doing the highly requested high school advice video. I asked you guys on Instagram, which will also be on the screen if you want to follow me. Promo. If you guys have any questions about high school or anything like that. I'm a junior in high school, if you're wondering. I mentioned that earlier. So I have like 75% experience when it comes to school. So I mean, I'm gonna do another one of these when I'm a senior, so I can give you like a full like guide. But other than that, I think I'm pretty qualified. So let's get in with these questions. How do you do your makeup fast in the mornings? ... Love you. I love you too. And how I do my makeup fast. So the way I do my makeup fast in the morning, first thing foremost, you need to like set, kind of like how you set your clothes out in the morning. I set my makeup out in the morning too. But my quick everyday makeup routine, what I do when I take a shower every morning. So instead of wasting time wetting my beauty blender after I take a shower, I take the beauty blender into the shower and I clean it and everything really fast. So it'll be ready once I get out and I can automatically start my makeup. I use my concealer both as concealer and foundation because y'all know that little concealer palette I have. It has light and dark, so I can use it for both. So I can already knock out the foundation with that. If you want to do your mascara quickly, get a really good one that does all the lengthening and the volumizing and everything, so you don't have to like mix two mascaras or curl them. The Benefit Roller Lash, the Maybelline Colossal or something like that, because it not only does it like make your lashes look all pretty, but it makes them curl too, so you don't have to do the curler or whatever. I always bring lip gloss in my bag so I don't have to waste time putting it on the mirror. It's clear, it's no big deal. My makeup takes about 10 minutes to do because I just do concealer / foundation all in one, powder, my highlight and all that stuff. And if you want, I even sometimes take little makeup bags with me to school. So yeah, that was a really long answer to this question, but yeah, that's how you do my makeup fast in the morning. How do you balance schoolwork and YouTube? Also, what are some organization strategies? I get this question all the time. I think when it comes to balancing YouTube and the rest of your life, you really have to prioritize and work on your time management. I use my calendar on my phone all the time. I always have things set for the week. I use my reminders, I write stuff down. Normally, if I want to film a video, I will make sure that I do everything I need to do throughout the week, so that way on Thursday or on Friday I have time to just sit back and film without having to worry about being late for homework or turning in things online and stuff. And also working with my chores and stuff, like, and dance too, like I work around that as well. So I think it's one of those things you just have to really work on your time management, so that way you're not cramming all that stuff together. And for example, YouTube won't become such a stressful thing. It'll just something that naturally flows into your schedule. What is it like to be a freshman on the first day of school? By the way, I love you so much. I love you too. Freshman year was probably the worst like first day of school ever. Okay, the first day of freshman year, I came an hour late to class. There were 30 minutes left of class when I came there, so everyone I had to get my schedule right there because I didn't go to orientation, which is something you never do as a freshman. I didn't even eat lunch because the lines were super long compared to the middle school and elementary school. It just kind of flows. But high school, it was crazy. Just having all those kids around you, you're like, dang. Out of 10 being the best, I'd say my first day of freshman year was like a solid 3.5, but it was funny and I laugh about it now, so it's no big deal. But what's it like? It was really overwhelming, I will say that, because like I said, I've never been to that school. There were too many kids. It's overwhelming, but once you get used to it after a couple minutes or a couple hours of the day, you'll be like, this is fine. But other than that, it was like, But it wasn't like scary or anything. I wasn't scared. A lot of people say it's scary, but it's not. Like, seniors won't push you in a locker or anything. It's not that. It's just the movies. Advice on dealing with boys and fake friends / mean girl. Girl, do I have a story to tell you about fake friends and boys. I think it was last year when I was a sophomore, I made my freshman advice video. This is my personal opinion when it comes to high school and boys. It's not something that you need to invest your time in. High school and boys are a waste of time. If you plan to date in high school, just make sure that you are content with yourself, that you don't need satisfaction from anybody else to like boost your confidence up. You better be confident in yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't put your boyfriend or your girlfriend in front of schoolwork or like just being on top of your game. do not do that. If you want a boyfriend just to say you have a boyfriend, that means you shouldn't be having a boyfriend. Honestly, if you want to know my true opinion on it, most of them just want sex or just like to hook up with you. It's not beneficial at all. Sorry mom if you're watching this, by the way, and dad. Oh my god, y'all, I'm finna get grounded. If you want like a real true relationship, you're not gonna find it in high school. I'm just saying that right now. If you want a boyfriend or girlfriend, go ahead. Just know what you're getting into and how to manage it. Freshman and sophomore year, I'd say, are those years that you're really gonna find out who's your real friend or not. It was expected. I was upset, but it's like I was happy it happened this early in the road instead of like in the middle of high school or like after graduation when I was still trying to keep a relationship with them, and then they just kind of drop it out of nowhere. Because if you invest your time into fake people, they're gonna take advantage of that and be fake for as long as they want. Take what they want and leave, you know? Don't be upset when it happens, like I said. Just know it was for the better, and you're onto greener pastures and they're onto darker roads, because if they stay the way they are, then they're never gonna have people in their life they can go to when they need help or anything like that, you know? You're a great person, you're amazing. It just so happened you ran into a bump in the road with certain people. And then you get the chance to make new friends, because who knows, those fake friends are probably holding you back from doing things you wanted to do. When I lost a lot of my friends freshman and sophomore year. And some people weren't surprised, some people were, but for the most part, like, it was upsetting because, you know, I've spent all of middle school with those people, had great memories with them, and then they just kind of peace out on me, which kind of sucks. But like I said, now I wish them the best. I was about to say I don't care. Don't say that. I wish them the best as people, but for me personally, they just weren't for me. But if they keep acting like the way they are, they can forget me giving them my coin with my taxes or whatever to pay for their lawyers or their doctors or whatever. So, I mean, even if we're not friends, I'm still gonna be petty like this. I'm joking. Best ways to get things done and not procrastinate. Time management, guys. I am the queen of procrastination. As soon as I get home, I eat, and your girl KOs until like 9 p.m. and I'm staying up till like 2 in the morning doing homework. Don't do that. Please do your homework at school. If your teachers give you downtime after class, because sometimes we finish early and they'll let us like listen to music or something and play on our phone. Do your homework while you're listening to music, like, so you don't have to do it when you get home. As soon as you get home, instead of eating a whole meal like I do, like, get a snack and lay your books out and everything as soon as you walk into the door, so that way you're already in that mindset being like, oh dang, my books are on the floor, might as well do my homework. So like, yeah. Have you ever had any terrible dating experience? Any advice? I personally, the first real boy experience I had was with an F-boy, and am I happy it happened? A little, because now I have an experience. But like I said, if you do want to date, just make sure that you're confident enough that you're not trying to find happiness in another person, and that you won't make the relationship more of a priority than like your schoolwork or your family or your own personal relaxation time, if you will. Do the seniors treat the freshmen like garbage on the first day of school, or is that just a movie stereotype? No, the seniors do not treat freshmen like garbage on the first day of school. It is a movie stereotype. Those lockers aren't even big enough to put people in. I'm a freshman this year, and I was wondering, is the work going to be hard? Thanks, love you too. All right, freshman year, I was actually really lazy. But I will say this, freshman year is probably one of the most important years of your high school. That's where you start off your GPA and it goes up from there. Is the work hard? For me personally, I didn't do it. The work wasn't hard. I was so lazy freshman year, y'all. The work wasn't hard. I just chose not to do it. It's actually pretty simple compared to sophomore and junior year. Junior year right now, your girl is chilling. But it isn't hard. Freshman year is not hard at all. Just make sure you do your work, you get a good GPA. What's your advice for sophomores? Alright, sophomores watching this video. Hey, what's up? You made it. 25% done. So far, I'd say sophomore year was probably the most workload compared to freshman and junior year, because like I said, junior year I'm chilling, I'm not doing nothing. If I were to give you one big tip, is to please do not slack off and give up, because I did that so much. In sophomore year, I like barely passed all my classes because it was such a big amount of work that I wasn't really ready for, and I didn't even have like a chemistry teacher too, so I almost failed that. Like, really stay on top of your work sophomore year. Sophomore year was the most work I've ever had throughout my whole entire school life, and I was extremely overwhelmed. I cried so much, like, every night. It was so bad. So please stay on top of your work sophomore year, because if you get bad grades freshman year and sophomore year, your GPA is going to be super hard to bring up junior and senior year. You can practically forget about getting into like a 4.0 college. Tips to avoid drama. Stay away from fake friends. Simply that. If you hear something and it does not have anything to do with you or anyone you associate yourself with, don't feed into it. Don't ask about it. Don't do nothing. Don't yap your mouth talking about it, because it's not your drama to worry about. I hate people who are always trying to stick their nose in drama that isn't theirs. Now, if you hear something and you're talking with your best friend, being like, oh, I heard this and that, and you trust them and they're not gonna say anything, that's different. But if you're like hearing it and you're just telling some random stranger this, that, and the other happened to this, that, and him, it's not your business. Don't say it. But be like, oh my God, I'm always in drama. That's why. That's why you're always in drama. Because you're always worried about everyone else's drama but yours. Go to sleep. What's your plan for this school year 2017? My plans for school year 2017 is to get straight A's, because I've done it before. I can do it. It's just I was being so lazy freshman and sophomore year. I didn't. And if I want this GPA to go up very fast, A-okay, trying to get this 3.5 or 6, then I need to get straight A's, because the colleges I want to get into require a lot higher than a 2 point whatever. So yeah, and I'm actually doing pretty good. I have all 100s in my classes except 2. I have an 88 and a 91, I want to say. But yeah, I'd say I'm doing pretty good right now as for the whole straight A thing. Should I take AP Human Geography in 9th grade? Here's the thing with AP, guys. AP, if you didn't know, stands for Advanced Placement Classes. And at the end of taking an AP course in high school, you take the AP exam. The positive about taking AP classes are that you actually get college credit for that class. So when you get to college, you're already a couple credits ahead of everybody else. And you may even get to start off as like a sophomore in college instead of a freshman if you take AP classes throughout your whole high school career. I took AP Human Geography freshman year. I had a crappy teacher for it. He was like too chill and I didn't even learn anything. His notes were like taken from other people. I didn't understand not a thing in that class. No, I was KO right here. And I didn't end up taking the AP exam because I knew for sure I was gonna fail that AP exam with a 1 or a 2, not even. So I was like, let me not. So if you want to take AP Human Geography, it's not a hard class. I know it's not. I just had a really bad teacher and I wasn't paying attention. Take it. Take AP classes, guys, because they look great on a college application. You get college credit and you get to brag to your friends on the AP class. Hey, you're not. But if you know that you're not going to take the AP exam, don't take it. For me personally, at my school, it costs $90 to take it. It is expensive. They have a reduced price. 3 different people told me it was $10, $90, and then like $30 is the reduced price. The woman who's over the AP program at our school said it was $10, and I went on my payments plus, and it said $90. So I'm like, okay, I'm not taking this test. Who do I look like? I'm not Mr. Rich over here. So if you have the money and you know that you are gonna pass or confident that you are, take it by all means. How to deal with bad teachers? Honestly, okay, I think the worst teacher I had so far all of high school was my 10th grade geometry teacher. I swear, I don't know how this woman got certification to teach geometry, but anything that came out of her mouth, I was like, what? Like, it didn't make any sense. Now, I've said this in the last video, I am math dyslexic for those of you who are new to my channel. Hey, I truly do not understand math whatsoever. You can ask anyone I know. It gets me frustrated. I get very irritated when I don't understand stuff. It's just not for me. So, and then I find out that this woman is the worst math teacher in all of the school. Like, everyone who's had her says she's awful. How to deal with him, honestly, like, I just blocked her out. Me personally, I blocked her out. If you're a bad teacher, I'm just gonna totally ignore you and do my own thing. While you're talking, I'm like, okay, and then go home and just use Khan Academy. Alright, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little high school advice video. I'm gonna do another one senior year for those of you wondering, so don't fret. Please, please, please make the best of this year. Make the best of your high school career, because these 4 years go by super, super duper fast. Like, I'm still shook that I'm a junior and next year I'm gonna be a senior and out of the house. So like, it's crazy. So if you're in high school, if you're a freshman, please make the best of it. Get the good grades. Go to the football games. Go to the homecoming. Go everywhere. Do stuff. Make it fun, because these are going to be quick, quick 4 years. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.